today. They'll say, my name is Pakande today. Please, nothing again. Ajamil now tried to mold his son. But you know what will happen? Budram sings. You know what he sings? Jab Yamraj parang chali bete, Jab Yamraj parang chali bete. Ajamil is on his bed. Ajamil is seeing dark shadows everywhere. Ajamil is confused and frightened. And Ajamil is pointing, but there is nobody in the room with Ajamil. He's alone. The wife that he loved, the lady that he loved, not the wife. Wife is the person you are supposed to love. The lady that he thought he loved. You know, it is half lady. Long ago, they used to call it Tita front piece. You ever hear about that? Now they have side piece. You know about that? Side piece used to be bedside cabinet and thing. You all know? Now it's a different kind of side piece. Huh? We live in a very confused society. Very confused. Connection. I want to apologize. The connection. Ajamil, he's seeing all of these things. And what will happen? Ajamil is frightened. He's scared.
हर कोई न ले जाए धनबान की घतरिया, कोई न ले जाए धनबान की घतरिया, हर कोई न ले जाए धनबान की घतरिया। जब यमराज पलंग पर बैठे, जब यमराज पलंग पर बैठे, उलट गए गुरुनैन पटरिया, उलट गए गुरुनैन पटरिया, कोई ना ले जाए धनबान की घतरी, कोई ना ले जाए धन। मारही टूटा प्राण निकाले।
The eye could sing, but the mouth can't sing.
मारही टूटा प्राण निकाले, प्राण लो खाई उतरिया उतरिया, प्राण लो खाई उतरिया उतरिया, कोई ना ले जाए धनबान की उतरिया, कोई ना ले जाए।
Slowly, slowly, the life is being dragged out. The pran, the breath is being taken away. Slowly, slowly. Ajamil is experiencing this and there is nobody around him. Can you imagine what his pain is? Can you imagine what his predicament is? There is nobody around him. And slowly, slowly his breath is being squeezed out of his body. By who? Yamraj, the god of death.
चार प्रहर मिलकात उठावे, चार प्रहर मिलकात उठावे, फूक दिया ऐसे बन के लकड़िया, फूक दिया ऐसे बन के लकड़िया, कोई ना ले जाए धनबान के घतरिया, कोई ना ले जाए। कहत कबीर सुनो भय साधो।
All of the great saints and sages have written about that. What have we learned?
कहत कबीर सुनो भय साधो, छूट गए सब माल उतरिया, छूट गए सब माल उतरिया, कोई ना ले गए धन बांध के गठरी कोई डाल जाइए धन बांध के ओ धन बांध के गठरिया धन बांध के गठरिया धन बांध के गठरिया धन बांध के गठरिया कोई डाल जाइए धन बांध के गठरिया कोई डाल जाइए धन बांध के अरे कोई डाल जाइए धन बांध।
The life is being taken slowly, slowly. And a Jamil is experiencing pain, seeing all sorts of creatures and pointing and trying, but the breath wouldn't come. And so a Jamil, finally a word comes out of his mouth. And you know what he calls? You know who he calls? Narayan. Narayan he's calling. He's not calling Narayan, Lord Vishnu, you know. He's calling Narayan his. Blessed is the man who has a son whose name is. Blessed is the man who has a son whose name is. Especially if Narayan is in his thought at the time when death will come. The pran, the breath leaves the body. And the Yamduts and Yama, they hold on to the Atma, the soul. But at that time, calling Narayan, the Vishnu Doots come too. And as the Vishnu Doots come, a war is about to happen. The Yamduts begin to fight the Vishnu Doots, and they're fighting. And the Vishnu Doots say, well, we came for him. He has to go to Vishnu Lok, the abode of Lord Vishnu. And the Yamduts say, you forget? You forget who he was married to? Well, not married, eh? Polish word married. You forget? And they sing, but you forget, he chant Narayan at the time of death. So all of that is nullified. And now they all start to fight. Who will get the soul? Where will the soul go? Where will your soul go when you die? Imagine you're restless while you're alive. You could imagine what will happen to you when you're dead. You can't sit down quiet, you can't be focused, you always have to fidget. Anything you're doing has to be noticed. Always an alarm all the time. Confusion, confusion. Oh God, Trinidad, confusion. Huh? All the time, everything, confusion. Can you imagine what will happen to your soul? We must learn to be peaceful while we're alive, so that our soul will enjoy bliss while here existing, so that that peace will be conveyed into the hereafter. It is important to take some time and sit and to reflect and to do some inward reflection and to calm yourself. हमारो भी दुख हरो गोपाल ओ दुखी दुख हरो ही तुमने हमारो भी दुख हरो गोपाल ओ बनवारी कृष्ण मुरारी ओ बनवारी कृष्ण मुरारी नाथ नगर नंदलाल हमारी दुख हरो गोपाल नाथ नगर नंदलाल हमारी दुख हरो गोपाल ओ दुखी दुख हरो ही तुमने हमारो भी दुख हरो गोपाल। जमुना तट पर श्याम मुरारी आई गोकुल की नर नारी जमुना तट पर श्याम मुरारी आई गोकुल की नर नारी जमुना की सुते सुते बेर की प्यासी भूती जमुना की सुते सुते बेर की प्यासी भूती आस लगाए सब बेते हैं, आस लगाए सब बेते हैं। आओ ब्रिज की बात हमारे दुख हरो गोपाल, आओ ब्रिज की बात हमारे दुख हरो गोपाल। और दुखी दुख हरो हे तुमने, हमारो भी दुख हरो गोपाल। जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे, दुखियों को दुख दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। जब चांद तरफ अंधियारा हो, आशा का दूर किनारा हो। जब चांद तरफ अंधियारा हो, आशा का दूर किनारा हो। और कोई न केवल हारा हो, फिर तू ही मेरा पार करो। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे, दुखियों को दुख दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे, विष को भी अमृत कर दे। तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे, विष को भी अमृत कर दे। पूरन कर ले सबकी आशा, पूरन कर ले सबकी आशा। जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे, फिर जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। तेरा दर्शन को मैं तरस रहा, तेरा नाम भी माला जपते रहो। तेरा दर्शन को मैं तरस रहा, तेरा नाम भी माला जपते रहो। भव सागर में तेरी नैया, भव सागर में तेरी नैया। जन्मे जाए किनारा हो, फिर जन्मे जाए किनारा हो। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे, दुखियों को दुख दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। वृंदावन मेरे लाल की जय। आज शक्ति जगजननी भगवती माता की जय। सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। We take flowers in our hands. We propitiate worship to the divine goddess. In this time auspicious and dedicated to your worship, O Mother Goddess, O Shakti of the entire creation, we come knocking at your door. Listen to our prayer. हरि ओम विघ्नेश्वराय वरदाय सुरप्रालम्भोतराय सकलाय जगद्धिताय नागासुरतेज्ञ विभूषिता गौरी सुताय गणनाथ नमो नमस्ते। Together. वक्रतुंडा महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देवा सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। ह्रीं बटुका पट्वारिण कुर्वटका ओम नमः शिवाय। ह्रीं बटुका पट्वारिण कुर्वटका ओम नमः शिवाय। ह्रीं बटुका पट्वारिण कुर्वटका ओम नमः शिवाय। सर्वमंगलमांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरणे त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। ओम गं गणपतये नमः। ओम लक्ष्मी नारायणभ्यं नमः। ओम उमामेश्वरायभ्यं नमः। ओम सचिप्रभ्यो नमः। ओम मात्रे पित्रे चरणकमलेभ्यो नमः। ओम इष्टदेवता नमः। ओम ग्रामदेवता नमः। ओम स्थानदेवता नमः। ओम दशदिक्पालदेवता नमः। ओम सर्वेभ्यो देवेभ्यो नमः। ओम सर्वेभ्यो ब्राह्मणेभ्यो नमः। ओम शुक्लां वरदं देवा शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजा प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। नमो दिव्ये महादिव्ये शिवाय सततं नमः। नमो प्रकृति भद्राय नियतां स्वनता स्वितां या देवी सर्वभूतेषु दर्ते रूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। द्यो शान्ति अन्तरिक्षं शान्ति पृथिवी शान्ति आपा शान्ति ओषधे शान्ति वनस्पते शान्ति विश्वदेवा शान्ति ब्रह्मा शान्ति सर्वं शान्ति शान्तिरेव शान्ति सामा शान्तिरिति भवतु। मा ओ मा मा हो मा मा flowers at the feet of the divine goddess. Om Him Him Krim Chamundaye Viche Namaha. We sprinkle some rice grains. Om Mangalam Bhagavan Vishnu Mangalam Garudatvaja Mangalam Pundarikaksha Mangalaya Tanu Hari Asanam Hagakshay Hatrishtaya Sankalpam Mamastu. Om Pranaya Vyanaya Udanaya Samanaya Asanam Hagakshay Hatrishtaya Sankalpam Mamastu. Om Him Krim Chamundaye Viche Namaha. We sprinkle water on all the ingredients and the oblations. Om Ma Pavitra Pavitrava Sarvavastam Gatopiva Yasmaret Pundarikaksha Sabahayam Tara Suche Sabahayam Tara Suche. We ignite the flame in our diya. May Mahalakshmi be the Sakshi, the witness to worship. Om Shubham Karotu Kalyanam Arogyam Sukhasamparam Mama Shatru Vinashaya Deepajyotir Namostute Siddhi Buddhi Prade Devi Bhukti Mukti Pradayani Mantra Murti Sara Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute Lakshmi Karotu Kalyanam Arogyam Sukhasamparam Mama Shatru Vinashaya Deepajyotir Namostute Deepajyotir Namostute Sakshi Deepam Maham Tarikshe Bhurvaswa Mahalakshmi Chavitme Vishnu Patne Charimi Tanno Bhagavate Prachodayat. As we pour the water on the murti, but we pour the water in the kalash as we do the Ghata Stapan as well. Om, we bathe our murtis. Papuham papakarmam papatvam pundarikaksha trahimam pundarikaksha sarva papa haro hari vrittistani suram snanam samarpyami snanam pratikretam. Aim Him Krim Chamundaye Viche Namah. Aim Him Krim Chamundaye Viche Namah. Aim Him Krim Chamundaye Viche Namah. Panchamritmyadatta grihana purushottamam Panchamritmyadatta grihana Parameshwara vrittistani suram snanam samarpyami. Aim Him Krim Chamundaye Viche Namah. Argyam, we pour dar. Om Jayanti Kali Mangala Kali Bhadra Kali Kapalini Durga Kshama Shiva Raatri Swaha Swatha Namostute. Om Him क्रीं चामुण्डाय विचे नमः मृत्युस्थानीश्वरं स्नानं समर्पयामि ॐ नमश्चण्डिका नमः ॐ नमश्चण्डिका नमः ॐ नमश्चण्डिका नमः ॐ नमश्चण्डिका नमः वाचा सुप्तं समायुक्तं यज्ञशामा समन्विते सर्वे प्रदे देवी वासिसे प्रतिग्रेतां. So you who are blessed us with clothing so that we can beautify and protect our body. We offer clothing in our worship. Be pleased with us. We wrap the cord around the neck of the Khalsa. We wrap the cord around the Murti, praying for protection. Om Yagyopavitam Paramam Pavitram Stapitam Purusham Tatane Ayushamugram Pratimunsha Shubram Yagyopavitam Balamastu Teja Trayambakam Yajamai Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukамeva Bandana Prityor Mokshamamritat Yagyopavitadanam Samarpyami Vasradanam Upavasram Samarpyami Aim Him Krim Chamundaye Viche Namah Aim Him Krim Chamundaye Viche Namah Aim Him Krim Chamundaye Viche Namah. We adorn our murti with chandan. We adorn our murtis with perfume. May you illumine the pathway of our lives. May you rid us of lust and anger and hatred and jealousy and ego and pride. May you guide us onto the pathway of mukti, salvation. We beg of you, listen to our prayer. Chandanam sulalitam deva kante cha muktavali gopa shri paridevi jayate gopala churamani. Aim him krim chamundaye viche namah. Aim him krim chamundaye viche namah. Aim him krim chamundaye viche namah. Ma ho ma Devi ma ho ma ma ho ma Devi ma ma ho ma Devi ma Durga सर्वसौभाग्यदायिनी सर्वलंकारमुक्तामी देवी त्वं प्रतिग्रेतां देवी त्वं प्रतिग्रेतां परिमलद्रव्याण ओम श्री हरिद्रदानं समर्पयामि हरिद्रदानं प्रतिग्रेतां विश्वेभ्यो देवेभ्यो नमः. We offer Sindur, bring for mukti, salvation at that time when that may come. O Ma Durga, may you accept our oblations of love. We beg of you, listen to our prayer. Sindhuram Shobhanam Rakta Sobhagye Sukhavardhanam Sukharam Kamram Moksharam Jaiva Sindhuram Pratigreta Ma ho ma Devi ma Jai Jai ma Strands of Dukkras. May you root away all our troubles, all our problems, removes all distresses from our pathway. We beg of you, listen to our prayer. Om Kandat Kandat Purohante Puruka Purushaspare Evanu Durve Pratanu Nashate Nachate Gajananam Bhutaganadi Sevitam Kapesajambo Palisar Bhaktutam Umasutam Sokavinashikarikam Namami Viganeshwari Paripankajam Durbadanam Samarpyami Durbadanam Pratikretam. We offer Bilvalis. Through these knees, we offer lives at your lotus-like feet by your children. Please have compassion on us, we beg of you. Listen to our prayer. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Bande Deva Umapatim Surugurum Bande Jagatakaranam Bande Pannagabhushanam Mrigamara Bande Pashunapatim Bande Suru Sushankarangarenam Bande Mukunda Prem Bande Bhakta Janatara Kapidara Bande Shiva Shankaram Trayambakam Yajamahi Sugandim Pushtivartanam Urvarukameva Bandana Prityur Mukshamamritat. Om Namah Shivaya. Ma ho ma Devi ma Durga. Ma ho ma Devi ma Durga. We are born knees. Through these knees we offer all sickness, all distresses unto you, O Bhagavati Mata. May you be pleased with us. Om Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottama Devi Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayangshta Purusha. Om Shri Adevi Sarva Bhuteshu Shakti Rupena Sanstita. Namastasye 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 Namo Namah. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Ganga Rupena Sanstita. Namastasye 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 Namo Namah. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Matri Rupena Sanstita. Namastasye 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 Namo Namah. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shakti Rupena Sanstita. Namastasye 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 Namo Namah. We place our leaves in our kalsa, in our kalash. Om Ambe Ambike Ambalike Namanyati Kastana Sasrabhadrakama Pila Sabhadrakama Pila Vasinim. Om Em Em Krim Chamundaye Viche Namaha. We hold our coconut in our hands and close to our heart we pray the Bhagavati Mata. Om Jai Tvam Devi Chamunde Jai Bhutapaharani Jai Sarve Gate Devi Kalaratri Namostute. Aim Him Krim Chamundaye Viche Namah. We pray to the Mother Goddess Lakshmi, Goddess of life, Goddess of wealth, Goddess of prosperity, Goddess of peace, Goddess of happiness. O Mahalakshmi, we invoke your presence. May you shine through us to the world around us. O Mahalakshmi, O Goddess of food, may you nourish our bodies, may you nourish our very existence, may you nourish our Atma. So at that time when it stands in front of Paramatma, we'll be able to rejoice because of the good karma that we have accumulated. We pray to you, Mahalakshmi, O Goddess of prosperity. May you bless us so that we can be prosperous, and anything that we touch will turn into prosperity. O Ma, may you be the void. May you fill the void, whatever our voids may be. O Ma Shakti, listen to our prayer, O Lakshmi Devi. Om Shubham Karotu Kalyanam Arogyam Sukhasamparam Ma Shatru Vinasha Deepajyotir Namostute. Adyantrahite Devi Adi Shakti Maheshwari Yoga Yoga Shambho Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute. Sukshma Sukshma Maharotri Mahashakti Mahotari Mahapapahare Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute. Svet Bhatare Devi Nana Lankar Bhusvetani Jagatstute Jaganmata Mahalakshmi Namostute. Mahalakshmi Chavitme Vishnu Patne Chademi Tanno Bhagavati Lakshmi Prachodhyat. Siddhi Buddhi Prade Devi Bhukti Mukti Pradayani Mantra Murti Sada Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute. Om Mahalakshmi Namostute. Mahalakshmi Namostute. On our kalsa we place the coconut. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Asanam Iha Gakshay Hatrishtaya Sankalpam Mamastu. Now we wave the arti. Ho Ma Devi Ma Durga. Ma Ho Ma Devi Ma Durga. Ma Ho Mata. Oh Goddess, we have prepared this prasad with faith, with love and with devotion. May you be pleased with us. Adorations at thy feet, O Mother Goddess. We beg of you, may you accept our naivedyam, may you accept our prasad. Ma ho ma Devi ma Durga. May you be pleased with us. May you accept our prasad. We beg of you, listen to our prayer. Namo Namo Durge Sukhakarani. Namo Namo Amme Dukharani. Nirankar hai jyoti tumhari. Tihu lok pehli ujiyari. Shashilate mukh mahavishala. नेत लाले भृगुति विकलाला रूप माटी को अधिक सुतावे दर्श करन जन की सुख पावे तुम संसार शक्ति लय कीन्हा पाल हेतु अन्न दन दीना अन्नपूर्ण होई जगपाला तुम आदि हो सुंदरी बाला प्रणय काले सब नाशनहारी तुम गौरी शिव शंकरी प्यारी शिव योगी तुम्हारे गुण गावे ब्रह्मा विष्णु तुम्हें नित्य गावे रूप सरस्वती का तुम दारा देश भूत ऋषि मुनियो भारा दरी रूप नरसिंह को अम्बा प्रगट भई पर कीन विकम्बा रक्षा करे प्रहलाद पचायो हिरण्याक्ष को स्वर पचटायो लक्ष्मी रूप धरो जग माही श्री नारायण ने अंग समानी चीर सिंधु में करत विलासा दया सिंधु दीजे मन आसा हिंगलाज में तुम ही भवानी महिमा अमित न जात बकानी मातंगी भूमावती माता भुवनेश्वरी भगला सुखदाता श्री भैरव तारा जगतारिणी चिन्ह भवे वर दुख निवारिणी हे हरिवाहन सो लंगुर वीर चलत अभिमानी करमी का पर करत विराजे जाकुटीक का डर ही बाजे सोमे अस्त्र ही त्रिशूला जाते उतर शत्रु ही शूला नागकोट में तुम ही विराजत तिहु लोक में डंका बाजत शुंभ निशुंभ दान्य तुम मारे रक्त बीज संतन संवारे महिषासुर नीरत अभिमानी जय अंबार में ही अनुकाली रूप काली को काली हुदारा सेन सहित तुम ही संहारा परिकर संतन पर जब जब वैशते माँ तुम हो तब तब अन्नपूर्ण हो बसहु लोका तब महिमा सब रही अशोका बाल में है ज्योति तुम्हारी तुम सदन पूजत नर नारी प्रेम भक्ति से जो नर गावे दुख रवीन्द्र निकट नहीं आवे दानव तुम जो नर मन लाई जन्म मरण तो की चुति जाए जोगी सुर मुनि कहत पुकारा जो गण भोग बिन शक्ति तुम्हारा शंकर आचारा तप कीनो काम क्रोध सबलीनो निस दिन जानि करो शंकर को कहु काल नहीं सुमिरो तुमको शक्ति रूप को मरण न पायो शक्ति गई तब मन पछताए शरणागत हुई गिरी की बकानी जय 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 जगदम्ब भवानी भय प्रसन्न आरी जगदम्बा देशते नहीं दीन विकम्बा मोको मातु कष्ट तिगेरो तुम बिन कौन हरे दुख मेरो आशा तृष्णा निपट सतावे रिपु मूरख मोहि अति दर पावे शत्रुनाश की जय महारानी सुमेरो एक चित तुम ही भवानी करहु कृपा हे मातु दयाला रिद्धि से धीरे करहु निराला जब लग जियो दया पल पाओ तुम बिन आश में सदन सुनाओ देवी जनी सा जो कोई गावे सब सुख भोग परम पर पावे मोको शरण शरण निक जाए करहु कृपा जगदम्ब भवानी करहु कृपा जगदम्ब भवानी करहु कृपा जगदम्ब भवानी नमो नमो दुर्गे सुख करणी नमो नमो अम्बे दुख हरणी नमो नमो दुर्गे नमो नमो अम्बे दुख हरणी ओम जय तुम देवी चामुण्डे जय भूतापहारिणी जय सर्वे गते देवे कालरात्रि नमोस्तुते ऐं ऐं क्लीं चामुण्डाय विचे नमः ब्रह्मर्पणं ब्रह्मावे ब्रह्मगणो ब्रह्मणाहुतं ब्रह्मागतेन गन्ताव्यं ब्रह्मकर्मा समाधिनां नैवेद्यं निवेदयामि नैवेद्यं समर्पयामि नैवेद्यं प्रतिगृहीताम् ॐ ब्रह्मर्पणं ममस्तु कृष्णार्पणम् दुर्गा भवानी माँ जय जय अम्बे माँ 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 जगतोदारिणी माँ जय जय अम्बे माँ जगतोदारिणी माँ जय जय अम्बे माँ जगतोदारिणी माँ जय जय युक्तैलालचूर्णातं ताम्बूलं प्रतिगृहीतां लवङ्गकर्पूरसंयुक्तं ताम्बूलं सुरपूजिते लवङ्गकर्पूरसंयुक्तं ताम्बूलं प्रतिगृहीतां ताम्बूलं समर्पयामि। ऐं ह्रीं क्रीं चामुण्डायै विचे नमः। ऐं ह्रीं क्रीं चामुण्डायै विचे नमः। आचमनीं दत्त गृहाण पुरुषोत्तमम् आचमनीं दत्त गृहाण परमेश्वर। ऐं ह्रीं क्रीं चामुण्डायै विचे नमः। कालिकपालिनी मां जय जय अम्बे मां।
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 ओ दुर्गा भवानी मां जय जय अम्बे मां।
दुर्गा भवानी मां जय जय अम्बे मां।
ॐ हिरण्यागर्भसमवर्तिताग्रे भूतस्य जाता पृथ्वीकयासि सदाधारं पृथिवीं नमः। दक्षिणादानम् अहं करिष्ये दक्षिणादानं समर्पयामि दक्षिणादानं प्रतिगृहीताम्। We offer malas, we offer flowers to the divine goddess. May you be pleased with us. ओम मल्लित्यारिणी सुगंधिनी मल्लित्यारिणी वे प्रभु मायाटानि पूजाटं पुष्पाणि प्रतिगृहीतां कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। दुर्गा भवानी मां जय जय अम्बे मां।
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 ओ दुर्गा भवानी मां जय जय अम्बे मां।
दुर्गा भवानी मां जय जय अम्बे मां।
जगदम्बा देवी माता की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय। We pay adorations and prostrations at the feet of the Mother Goddess Saraswati. As we join the Saraswati Ma Vandana, as we prepare our minds and our souls to listen to the beautiful Katha as narrated in the Devi Bhagavad, talking about the greatness and highlighting the glories of Adi Shakti Jagadamba Devi. Jagadamba Devi Mata ki jai. Hamsa Hamsaya Vidmai Paramahamsaya Dhimahi Tanno Hamsa Prachodayat. Om Aim Saraswati Namaha. Om Aim Saraswati Namaha. Om Aim Saraswati Namaha. Saraswati Mata ki jai. Saraswati Vandana.
जय जय श्री माता
माता की जय। जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ, जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ, जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ, जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ, जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ, जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ। जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ, जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ। जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ, जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ, जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ, जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ। जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ, जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ। जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ, जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ, जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
Tonight the Katha begins. It takes us into a very familiar place. Manas Putra. Who is Manas Putra again? Manas Putra. Manas Putra. Manas means man. Man means your mind. Manas Putra. The son who was born from the mind. Manas Putra. Who is he again? You all know him very good, you know. Well, you know about him really good. His name is Narad Muni. Narayan. Manas Putra. This being who was created from the mind of his Pita. Who is the father again? Lord Brahma. Manas Putra. Lord Brahma is having a conversation with Narad Muni, his son. And Narad Muni is saying, I've heard many times before about the appearance of Bhagavati Mata. Has there ever been any other epic where the Devi has manifested? Beside where all the Devatas, they got together and out of their third eye a flame came. And has there ever been any other narration of the manifestation of the Devi? Manas Putra, Narad is asking. But Narad is not asking for his own benefit. He's asking for the benefit of you and myself. He's asking for us so that we will learn. Lord Brahma says there was an epic and I remember it only too well. Listen to what Lord Brahma is saying. He says there is an epic, but I remember it only too well. And do you know why I remember? Why do you remember something? Why will you remember something? Hari, why will you remember something? Why will you forever remember something? Listen to why Lord Brahma is saying. Course, why will you remember? Listen to what Narad is saying. Narad is saying, tell me. And Lord Brahma says, I remember only too well. You know why? Because I was excluded. I was not included. So I remember. And I remember really well. And so I want to tell you, sit Narad, let me tell you the katha. Some people when they're included, they have a problem. And some people when they're excluded, they have a problem. I have news for you. Whether what you do, people will still have a problem. Whether how much you do, they will still find a fault. Whether what you do, they will still think that they could do it better than you until they sit in your position. And then they recognize that that which seemed to be so easy and so simple is really a task. Manas Putra Narad. Lord Brahma is saying, I remember because I was excluded. Have you ever remembered somebody having an event and they didn't invite you? And when you are having an event after that, you say, I'm not inviting them because they didn't invite me. We are Trinidadians, right? Smile, shake your head up and down because that's the truth, isn't it? Manas Putra, Narad Muni, he's sitting. In the Devi Bhagavad, I read very interestingly this evening before I came. I just tried to browse quickly before I came because I left here and I had a short time to get dressed and get back. But I read quickly where the narration says that there are two kinds of people in the world. There are only two kinds of people that you will find in the world. What are the two kinds of people? You and I and the ordinary mind will think good people and bad people, isn't it? But that's not what the Devi Bhagavad says, you know. The Devi Bhagavad says there are two kinds of people. The ones that are gone already and the ones like you and I who are slowly going. Have you given thought to that? Two kinds of people. The ones that are gone already and the ones like you and I, Ria, slowly going. We surely but slowly, we're going. In life, it is impossible to make everybody happy all the time. Do your best. Your best is not to be judged by those around you. It is to be judged by your Creator. This evening, let us listen. Manas Putra Narad Muni is sitting attentively and he's ready to listen. Lord Brahma has been excluded. Excluded. What will he say? Listen, it tells us. Brahmaji Uvacha. Lord Brahma is about to speak. What will he say? Jai Jai Ambe Bhavani Ma. Jai Jai Ambe Bhavani Ma. Jai Jai Ambe Bhavani Ma. Jai Jai Ambe Bhavani Ma.
Jai Jai Ambe Bhavani Ma. Jai Jai Ambe Bhavani Ma.
This evening I want to say a special welcome to all of those who are listening to us and to all of those who are viewing us. And so on behalf of our President of the Ganesh Utsav Foundation, Vice President and all members of the Executive and all members of the group, I want to say welcome to all of you. To our kind and our corporate sponsors, we express sentiments of gratitude and expressions of thanks. The vote of thanks and the expressions of welcome really is not my portfolio, and that's why I forgot this evening. So I humbly apologize for doing the welcome after we have done our welcoming of Mata Saraswati. So to all of you, wherever you are, we say welcome to you. And so we welcome you to our home, this place, this dham, this mandir that has been consecrated for the worship of Bhagavati Mata. This evening, we say thank you for allowing us to keep your company. Brahma Uvacha, Lord Brahma speaks. Jai Jai Ambe Bhavani Ma, Jai Jai Ambe Bhavani Ma,
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ, जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ,
Jai Jai Ambe Bhavani Ma, Jai Jai Ambe Bhavani Ma.
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ, जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
Om Saraswati Namastuभ्य वरणे कामरूपिणी विद्यारंभं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा. Om ऐं सरस्वत्यै नमः. Om ऐं सरस्वत्यै नमः. Om ऐं सरस्वत्यै नमः. श्री ब्रह्मा उवाचा देखो राक्षसी का रंभा का नाम, जिसमें का महिषासुर करने वाले. देखो रूप का पैर उन्हों का, परे स्वरूप अंधकार करने वाले. अदम्ही का अंधकार का भेद तथा करने वाले. परमधि का भगवती माता हो. देखो कि भगवान अग्नि का प्रकट होते, अश्ववाद का पूर्ण स्वरूप करने वाले. देखो शक्तिशालिनी का देने वाले. देखो गय का सुंदर करने वाले, जिसमें का असुरा का केवल करने वाले. डरता हो सकते हैं. जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ, जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ,
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ, जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ,
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ, जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ.
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ, जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
At one time, there lived a Rakshas whose name was Rambha. Rambha got married to a being who had the power and the disposition of a buffalo. She had the strength and the power and the vigor of a buffalo. Who is the strongest person you have ever met in your whole life? Who is the strongest person you have ever met in your whole life? Don't point yourself, you know. Never point yourself. Because what you're going through is smoke compared to the fire that person went through. The strongest person you have ever met in your whole life is your mother. Whether what your interpretation of her is, she's the strongest person you have ever met in your whole life. Not only physically, mentally, not only mentally, emotionally, not only emotionally, financially. She will find money to make sure that every single need of every single member is met. True or not? She's the cook, she's the lawyer, she's the mediator, she's the friend, she's the security guard, she's the everything. She's the strongest person that you'll ever meet. Listen to the description that is being given. Strong as a buffalo. Strong, the strength. Have you ever seen how the bull operates? The buffalo? Now they're saying that the best milk that you will drink is the milk that comes from the she buffalo. Huh? The best milk, because you know why? The structure of the animal. By drinking of this, you too will become strong. And there was this union, and out of this union, Ek Putra, they had one son, Ek Putra. Having this one son, he was strong and mighty just like his mother. Strong and mighty. And so he too possessed this disposition of being a buffalo. And so, having this disposition, what will happen? It tells us. जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ, जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ,
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ, जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ,
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ, जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ, जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ, जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ, जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ, जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ,
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ, जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
प्रकार करने का दान भगवान अग्नि का प्रार्थना होते, देख और वर्णन का दे स्वरूप का अंधकार करने वाले शक्तिशालिनी त्यागा गया होते, असुरन का केवल का महल का धारण करने वाले, देख और सकता तथा करने, सकता का तथा करने। Having existence, he started to pray, and he chose the particular deity to pray to. Who do you think he'll pray to? If you had a choice to choose one particular manifestation to pray to, who will you pray to? Who will you pray to? Oh, you're saying Lord Shiva and you're sitting in front of the Devi? Huh? Who will you pray to? Baba, Saraswati Jayanti, Saraswati Mata, of course. Shivaratri, Lord Shiva, of course. Devi Bhagwat, Navratri, Jai Jai Devi. Huh? Hanuman Jayanti, Lord Hanuman. And so it changes, huh? So, he had a choice to choose, and you know who he prayed to? You'd never begin to imagine. He prayed to Agni Dev, the fire god. And praying to Agni Dev, he wanted to have the power of the fire. He wanted to have fire constantly burning in him. For he knew that once the element of fire would have left the body, you will? And so if there is constant fire, his life will be sustained. This is his thinking. This is how he thought. You and I, we have all different kinds of interpretations of how we could prevent death, isn't it? Isn't it? Some people spend a lot of time in the gym and exercising. A lot of time. I have news, you're still dead. You'll still die. Some people spend a lot of time weighing the portion of the food and checking how much salt they will put and how much pepper they will put. And I have news, Jagannath, you still mar gaya. Some people say, well, I can't go out after 6 because if the dew fall on my head, I have a thing to tell you, you'll still die anyway. But what we try to do to prolong life, we are only here for a certain time. And when that time comes, we will all have to go. But what we would have done? Long ago, they used to eat saijan. You all remember? We used to twist up our mouth as children. We never like it. Now they're grinding up the leaf funding. Now the leaf is a bhaji all of a sudden. Because you hear that that is a wonderful food and it will make you live long. So you're trying anything to live long. He worshipped Agni, the fire god. For he thought that if the element of heat or fire remained in his body, he will remain alive for a prolonged period of time. And so Agni Dev appeared in front of him. And so Evamastu, Agni Dev blessed him with whatever he desired. What he desired? He desired not to die. Agni Dev said, I will give you the Vardhan. I am blessing you that you will not die, but you will not die at the hand of any Devata. You will only die at the hand of a Nari. Nari means what? Nari means a woman. You will only die at the hands of a woman. In the Ramayana, when Shabari stood before Sri Ram, Shabari had to jode with her hands together and tears in eyes. You know what she said? Shabari said to Sri Ram, Adamati Adama, Adama Ati Nari, Adama Ati Nari, Tinata Mahalari, Adama Hidikari, Jai Ram Shri Ram, Jai Jai Rama, जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम मंगल भवनय मंगल हारी मंगल भवन अमंगल हारी प्रभु सुदशरथ अचिर बिहार Sing with me everybody जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम जय जय
राम श्री राम जय जय राम
Shabri says, Adamati Adama Adamati Nari. Of all the creations that you have created, Adamati Adam. You have come to me because I am lower than the lowest. Adamati Adam. I am coming from that low caste. Shabri in the Ramayana is talking about caste too. Shabri says, I am coming from this low caste. Adamati Adama. Lower than the lowest. But I am not only lower than the lowest, I am a Nari. Nari means a woman. I'm a woman of this low caste. And Ram, God, you came to me. How come? What punyam, what blessing, what great merit. Tell me, Shabri who could hardly see, she's saying you came to shower your grace on me, Ram. I'm a Nari, I'm a woman. The demon, he is given the Varadan. You will die only at the hand of a Nari, a woman. Evamastu. And Agni Dev, before he could reply to anything, Agni Dev disappeared. So nothing could happen to change the blessing, the Varadan. And so now that Agni Dev has made his way back to Swarga, this demon now being blessed with his Varadan, what do you think he will do? He started to create havoc. He started to create distress. He started to create mischief. Have you ever heard that word mischief? Who makes mischief? Who makes mischief? Who will hack your Facebook account? An enemy or a friend? Who will do something like that? And while you're sitting down and pondering, your friend helping you figure out who it is, what is your friend? Isn't it? And so, he started to create havoc and he started to create mischief. And while creating mischief, just a disclaimer, anything you're seeing on the Ganesh Utsav Foundation page, it is not the Ganesh Utsav Foundation. We have been hacked. Maybe you can report that page on our behalf so that that page could become erased. So I'm asking you to report that page and we will create a separate page. That's just for information. It says, having the Varadan, he started to create mischief. And creating mischief, he was not only creating mischief that affected the beings that lived on the earth. Whatever was happening on the earth was affecting what was happening in the heavens as well. And so, creating all of this mischief, what will happen? Listen, it tells us. तब देवन भगवंत हरि का भगवंत हरि का शिव का पास पहुँच हरि का जही पाताल का हरि केवल हो मेरी गाड़ी कर दीन हरि को मेरी गाड़ी कर देवन दे को जय देवी माता मैया जय देवी माता जय देवी माता जय देवी माता मैया जय देवी माता
जय देवी माता मैया जय देवी माता जय देवी माता जय देवी माता मैया जय देवी माता.
Bhagwan Brahma is telling, he says, Narad, all the Devatas rushed to Mount Kailash. But when they reached the Mount Kailash, there was already a Devata there in the company of Lord Shiva. And who was there? Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu was already there. And so I was still here in Brahmalok. I was still here and nobody summoned me. So I remained here waiting for the call. I sat here waiting for the call. And so nobody called me, so I remained here. Whose fault it is he didn't go? Whose fault? Listen to what he's saying. He said, I remember only too well because I was excluded. And now he says, I remained here because I was waiting for a call. Nobody waited for a call. Everybody knew that there was a problem and everybody rushed and they made their way. Lord Shiva did not call them, but they were going to Shiva Lok. And so, Narad Muni listening attentively, Lord Brahma says, and then Narad, in your mind you would have already formulated that now as all the devatas would have gathered through this thing that is called Tejas. Tejas, the Devi would have appeared. What is Tejas? What is that? Tej. What is that? Tejas means through a combined effort with everybody together. You'd have thought that everybody coming together now in this one place, the Devi would have manifested. But no, Narad, that did not happen. Narad pauses Lord Brahma and he says, oh Pita, you are not there, so how do you know? And listen to what Lord Brahma is saying. I was told. I was told. I was not there, but I was told. Somebody ever tell you about something when you wasn't there? Huh? And you believe what you're hearing because you trust the messenger? Huh? Hello? Why you are looking like? Lord Brahma says, I was told. And Narad goes on to inquire, now who tell you? You have asked the messenger. So when you hear that, they say, I can't tell you. Well, that don't only happen in Trinidad, you know. It is happening in the Katha tonight. Lord Brahma says, it is not important who told me, but listen. Whatever I am telling you is factual, and in detail I am telling you. And Narad Muni smiles now and he is listening. And so as Narad listens, he says, not through Tejas, not through the combined effort or energy. From the time the devatas reached there, all of them, they had sadness and distress on their face. How does a distressed face look? How does a distressed face look? How does a happy face look? How does a happy face look? I just told you all how to laugh. Let me see you. Huh? Did you borrow your teeth? If it is your teeth, you will smile, huh? How does a distressed face look? I want to tell you how a distressed face will look. You wouldn't see it today, but you'll see it from tomorrow. And all the other days from tomorrow, when you have to go to the gas pump. When you have to go to the gas pump, you will see the distressed face. But you know what our minister said? Nobody riot yet. So we could raise the gas price every day. And nobody in Trinidad and Tobago has a problem with that. Nobody beside me. I am having a problem. A big problem. Because I think it's about time that minister start giving me gas money. I now want to apologize to all my chelas. I will now be coming to your home on a bicycle. One that you have to pedal. So I normally will come an hour late. I might come 4 hours later. But I genuinely cannot afford gas. And I don't know about you. I'm talking about me. I genuinely cannot afford anymore. Because my life permits me to be on the road from morning till night. And if you are not affected by that and you want to sit down and smile, well then fine. I am not going to sit down and smile. Because everything that is dealt out to us, we take with a smile. I want to tell you something else. If it was some other party raising the gas price, you know what would have happened? You know what would have happened? Surely it would have had a riot. We live in a world among people who can't even afford to feed themselves. And now everything, when the gas price goes up, it means that everything is going up. Do you all know that? Because it has a ripple effect. Everything is going to go up. I ordered a single piece of something that I paid $250 for. The delivery is $500. And listen to what they say to me. Listen to the logic. They say to me, whether you buy $100 or you buy $1 million, the delivery is $500. And I said to them, well, I better take it and put it on my back and start to walk home. Now, if it was $500 before the gas went up, what it will be now? Think about it. Maybe I am the only person in Trinidad and Tobago that is affected by this. Maybe. Maybe I am the only person who might be a little brave enough to talk about it. Maybe I might be the only person who think that religion and scripture doesn't teach us to be foolish, but teaches us to stand up and fight for that which is right and that which will affect us. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm the only person affected in Trinidad and Tobago. Maybe I am. Not through a combined effort, Lord Shiva sat there, and as he saw all of them around him, Lord Shiva started to tremble. But he started to tremble out of anger. You ever get vexed and start to tremble? You ever trembled out of anger? When that man spoke today, my brain started to sweat. Inside of my head, I got a shock. You know you have to get shocked with electricity? I get shocked when that foolish man talk. All the time, I get shocked. And I wonder how nobody in the whole of Trinidad and Tobago doesn't have a problem with what foolishness he speaks. And he's comparing Trinidad to the other countries in a national budget, to other countries and what their price of gas is. Their living standard is not ours. Their suffering is not ours. Their problems are not ours. They don't have people going to Pennywise and killing security guards to grab a bag of money. They don't have the situations that we have. Because you know why? They have good governance. We have Narayan. I have a little connection problem. And tonight the connection is a little bit because I'm affected. And when I'm affected, I have to talk. So I'm not apologizing. I'm hoping that it could go somewhere. I'm not apologizing. Maybe we should do a TikTok. Whoever did the last TikTok, cut off that part of it and do a TikTok. I'm giving you permission. Lord Shiva started to tremble out of anger. And as he started to tremble, what will happen? His damaru started to shake. His damaru started to shake. And as his damaru started to shake from side to side, what will happen? The gunner stood at attention. And as the gunner stood at attention, the serpent that created this mala around the neck of Lord Shiva now made its way to his back. And coming slowly up the back of Lord Shiva, wiggling its way, Lord Shiva himself started to shake gracefully, elegantly. Ever hear some kind of music and it just make you feel to dance? It just make you feel to shake? Ever hear some kind of soothing singing and you're just forced to just stop there and enjoy the moment? Ever saw something and you feel that you want that too? But then the reality is you can't get that. Lord Shiva started to, and gracefully as he started to move, the damaru started to shake. Dim dim tak tak dim dim na, dim dim tak tak dim dim na, dim dim tak tak dim dim na. Baje damaru, baje Shiva Shankar bajaye damaru, baje Shiva Shankar bajaye damaru. Dim dim tak tak dim dim na, dim dim tak tak dim dim na, dim dim tak tak dim dim na. Baje damaru, baje Shiva Shankar bajaye damaru, oh baje Shiva Shankar bajaye damaru. dim dim taka taka dim dim na, dim dim taka taka dim dim na, dim dim taka taka dim dim na. बाजे डमरू बाजे शिव शंकर बजावे डमरू, ओ बाजे शिव शंकर बजावे डमरू. As Lord Shiva started to wiggle himself and shaking himself, the jata of Lord Shiva breaks loose. And as his jata breaks loose, Nandi and all the Ganas, seeing the movement of Lord Shiva, so mesmerized by the beauty of what is happening, they too begin to move. And so they begin to mimic every movement of Lord Shiva, mimicking every movement of Lord Shiva as though they're enjoying this. And so, what will happen? Something happens. Dim dim taka taka dim dim na, dim dim taka taka dim dim na. Baje dambaru, baje Shiva Shankar bajave dambaru, oh baje Shiva Shankar bajave dambaru. Dim dim taka taka dim dim na, dim dim taka taka dim dim na, dim dim taka taka dim dim na. Baje dambaru, baje Shiva Shankar bajave dambaru, oh baje Shiva Shankar bajave dambaru. Om Namah Shivaya.
Namah Shivaya.
Om 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 Namah Shivaya.
नंदी चलता गया कारी की देकर शुरू गति कर दी, सबका देवर वरदन होई, शंख त्रिशूल देही होई. भगवती रूप भगवती माता देकर शक्ति भाग्य विदाता, देकर धमरू बाजत भाजी, शंकर सनम पाठ सुनावे. शक्ति रूप को मरन पायो, शक्ति गई तब मन पछतायो. शरणागत हुई फिर की बताई, जय 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 जगदम्ब भवानी, जय 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 जगदम्ब भवानी, जय 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 जगदम्ब भवानी. ओम नमः शिवाय.
Om Namah
on his left hand side appeared the beautiful goddess. She did not only appear there, behind her appeared this humongous lion. And so this lion sat there, tame and calm, waiting for the instruction that she will give. Can you instruct a lion what to do? Go and research and see. In the circus, they train the lion. But the time comes when the very same lion that is your pet becomes your enemy. We live in a world among people who behave like the lion. Some days they're kuchi kuchi ku, and other days they're who are you? I want to tell you, I've come to the new understanding. It is better for me to know that you are angry with me, and for me to have that in my mind and know that you are angry with me, and keep myself far from you, than to embrace you when you are pretending to be my friend, but still angry. So I know you're vexed, and you're vexed. And you could stay vexed. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. But not because you are vexed, I am vexed. And I'm not petty. I am not unfriending anybody from anything. I'm not petty. I'm not unfriending you from anything. You call me, I talk to you. You don't call me, I really don't miss you. You laugh with me, I laugh with you. You talk with me, I talk to you. You don't talk to me. Narayan, Narayan. She appeared there. The chakra of Lord Vishnu could be seen. The bow and the arrow from Vayu could be seen. The trident of Lord Shiva, the Trishul, could be seen. And so her hand filled with all of the weapons. She manifested out of the body of Lord Shiva. But manifesting like this, she did not just manifest. She manifested out of great anger. And if she is manifested out of anger, what is her temperament? What is her temperament? You see who you're sitting down next to? You're brave, you know. Because you see, this depiction that you're sitting down next to could be found on the other side of YouTube. So you're surrounded by this. Because at any time she could turn into her. And any time she could turn into her as well. Vice versa. When we think of Mata Kali, everybody is up defensive and frightened. And the most compassionate form of the Devi is Mata Kali. But the Devi that we make the most mockery out of is Mata Kali too. Do you know that? The Devi Bhagavad says that the Devi drank the blood of Rakta Bij. Rakta Bij means the seed of desire. A demon. Nowhere in the Devi Bhagavad says offer blood to the Devi. Nowhere. But you know what? The mind is designed in such a way that you so believe in tamasic things. You can't fast. You don't know what's fasting. So all of a sudden you kill the animal and you say, that's the parasad. Huh? You so can't have yourself under control because you so need that little spirit to drink in the little bottle now. What do you call it? Oak. Huh? And double dog. Huh? Is it dog? Yeah. One black and one white. Huh? And potato vodka. Huh? It make with vegetable. And you could justify, huh? Because you can't have your senses under control. So you say, that is the parasad. You can't do it without smoking. Because the smoker could justify, I ain't smoking a whole one. I'm taking a puff and I go out it. And I go smoke that same one whole day I'm smoking one. Huh? You justifying that you have to smoke and you're not smoking. Quantity is not what is important. It's what you're doing. So whether you smoke a little bit or you smoke plenty, does it change the point that, or the fact that you're smoking? So who are you fooling? Whether you take one drink or you take two drinks, doesn't it mean that you drank? Then who are you fooling? Who will be fooled? We're reading all the label. All the label. And anything right egg, you're putting it back. And anybody you know eats something that has maybe egg in it, you're the judge and the jury and the executionist, huh? But when you read the Krikspak say, what it say? No, it say tea and butter. That's what it say. It say cheese. Because we are fanatics of all the wrong things. We are fanatics of all the wrong. Me, I don't drink. I wouldn't drink. I just drink cough syrup. Contradicting yourself all the time. The Devi appeared with all of these weapons, but she did not just appear. She appeared out of anger. She's angry. And when you look at her, you could see this anger on her face. And so this made even the Devatas frightened. Listen, even the Devatas, they're frightened. Narad interjects, and Narad says, Pita, the trident, the Trishul of Lord Shiva, the Shank of Lord Vishnu, the bow and the arrow of Vayu, What did you give? What did you give? The people who give the most of themselves and do the most, everybody has the worst things to say about them. And you know who is the everybody who says the worst thing? The ones who do zero, nothing. The ones who do zero, they're the ones that have plenty things to say. Because you know why? They're idle, they have nothing to do. But anytime you are occupied, you know what? You don't have no time for mischief. No time. She appeared there, and appearing to be fierce, the demons that heard of the manifestation, they scattered. Have you? The Devi Bhagavad says they scattered. What does that mean? They all ran in different directions. They scattered. Hiding. They're afraid of destruction. And so scattering in different directions. What will happen? Listen, it tells us. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 She's angry, she's upset, and she's walking. Ashish, you ever see a mother vex and walking? How she walks when she's vexed? Huh? Girls, you ever see a mother vex? How she walks when she's angry? How does she walk? Ishwar, you ever see Samantha vex? How she's walk when she's mad? Only Ishwar telling you, see? When you're in puja, don't lie. Dave, how Cindy's walk when she mad? Huh? Don't answer, boy. Before she get vexed and start to walk. Tap, tap, tap. Angry. Even your footsteps depict the energy. True or not? Even the footsteps depict the energy. As she walks, everywhere she's walking, tap, 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 her foot is sinking into the ground. With such force she's walking, such anger. And so as her footsteps could be felt everywhere, the lion, seeing and knowing the anger, the lion remains calm and put. And as the Devi makes her way a safe distance away from Shiva Lok, the abode of Lord Shiva, this demon knows. He has heard that the Devi has manifested. And he knows that she came with a lion. So you know what he does? He decides to take the disguise of a lion. And as he takes the disguise of the lion and he goes close to her, he's hoping that she will sit on him. And then he will be in control of her. But as she sits on the back of the lion can't bear or stand the weight of the Devi. You ever look at somebody who appear to look small and light, and you try to lift them up? Huh? And when you lift them up, you say, oh God, what you eating, lead? Huh? This can't be roti. What did you eat? And so as the lion falls to the ground, the lion begins to scream in pain. So, what he does? Now, he transforms himself into a Hathi. Hathi means what? Hathi. The lion is weak, he's thinking. So let me turn myself into a strong animal. Hathi. Hathi is, when I go to the Indian Expo, and I say to the man, I said, I want this size. He said, no, you don't wear that size. I say, I am telling you, I want that size. He said, no, let me tell you what size you wear. I say, no, me Hathi ke Raja. I am an elephant king. See me? I only look small. I'm big and fat. I'm humongous. I need a bigger size. Bara. Bara means bigger. He takes the form of a Hathi. Hathi means an elephant. Taking the form of the elephant, she sits on the back of the elephant. But the elephant can't go anywhere. The elephant remains stationary, fixed. And so the legs of the elephant give up, and the elephant falls to the ground. He strained. He came from the clan of the bull, buffalo. And now he takes the form of the buffalo. The buffalo is made to take load and weight, isn't it? Long ago in every village there was the bull cart. You all remember? Well, I want to tell you, get familiar, because we'll all have to ride bull cart from now on, because we can't buy gas. So you better start buying some donkey and mining it home to carry you as the mode of transport. Start. We'll have to import some, because the ones we have, they sit in high positions here. We wouldn't be able to afford them. So, did I just say that? Oops. He takes the form of the buffalo. And taking the form of the buffalo, what will happen? She sits on the back of the buffalo. But as she sits on the back of the buffalo, the lion that is in Shivalok sees what is happening, but now considers the buffalo to be Bhog. Bhog means the lion comes running. And without being given an instruction, the Devi is angry. Now the Vahan that she is going to ride on. How you drive your vehicle when you're vexed? Huh? How do you drive your vehicle when you're mad? Huh? Same philosophy. No need to dodge any hole. All the road is the same crazy thing. Long time right side, left side. In Trinidad is only inside. Long ago you had to go Kora and using to find a pond. They're all over the road. Huh? Every road that you go in, you'll find a pond. You could take a bathe. Pitch Lake, you used to have to go and bathe in sulfur. You could bathe in any one of the road in Trinidad now. Any one of the road, there are big enough holes, you could bathe. Take a bath. Did I say that? I just spoke the truth. It says, the buffalo, the lion rushes and angry. The lion attacks the buffalo. The buffalo is like a human and like a buffalo. And like a human and like a buffalo. You think 3D is only now? And you have to put on our glasses to see? Huh? It appears to be like a buffalo. It appears to be like a human, and appearing and changing all the time. The Devi is sitting there now. She has him under control. But she decides to do something else. She decides not to sit. She decides to stand. Your weight sitting and your weight standing is two different weight. Your weight sitting and your weight standing is two different weight. Long ago they used to say, we're going over a bump, raise yourself off the seat. Ever hear that? And everybody lifting themselves up over the seat so that the car wouldn't drag. Ever did that? Is that logical? Is that logical? Where did your weight go? When how you lift yourself in the car, your weight is still in the car, and if the car has to drag, it will still drag. True or not? I mean, I don't know. I am just asking for a friend. She stood on the buffalo. And as she stood there, she decided, I'm not just going to stand here. I'm already on the back of the buffalo. So you know what? In a distance she's hearing. You know what she's hearing? Dim dim taka taka dim dim na. 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 Baje damaru, baje Shiva Shankar bajave damaru. Oh, baje Shiva Shankar bajave damaru. Dim dim taka taka dim dim na. Dim dim taka taka dim dim na. Dim dim taka taka dim dim na. Baje damaru, baje Shiva Shankar bajave damaru. Oh, baje Shiva Shankar bajave damaru. She begins to dance. She's dancing on the back. And dancing on the back of the buffalo. The buffalo is crying out of pain. Because you know why? It is uncomfortable. Long ago, I don't know about you, when I was a child, my mother will say to me all the time, walk on my back now. Have you ever had to walk on the back of your mother or your father? Huh? And recently, when she came, she said to me, walk on my back now. And I said, Ma, you want me to walk on your back? You know what will happen? She said, well, put one foot lightly. And then she started to tell me, she said, you know, you were born upside down. And they say people who were born upside down and they touch you with their foot, the pain goes away. She said, come, put your foot. And I'm saying to her, which foot I should put? She said, just in case, put your toe. Just in case, to make sure it works, put your toe. I don't know if that was a makeup story, so I'll massage her back. I'm not sure. I don't know. But she started to dance on the back of me, and he could no longer bear the weight. And so his two back legs were down. And so as his two back legs was down, his two front, he was standing on the two front foot and dragging from the back. And so experiencing great pain, the lion came from behind, and the lion pressed his weight. And so keeping him down, the Devi aimed her Trishul. And as the Devi aimed her Trishul, what will happen? It says the buffalo stretched his head straight up to the feet of the Devi. And the buffalo started to bite or to gnaw at the foot of the Devi. But not with its teeth, with its tongue. Have you ever felt the tongue of the cow? How does it feel? When we did the cow down, the cow came and eating the clothes and pulling the clothes. But after the cow is done, the cow ravel up everything, because you know why? The tongue is different. Rough, rugged, isn't it? And so, with his tongue, as though he's scraping with the intention of creating pain. With the intention of creating pain. You ever walk up to the little baby and instead of kissing the baby, you bite the baby on the cheek? Huh? That which is supposed to be a gesture of love turns into a disaster because the baby begins to cry. Huh? Why are you looking at me? Yeah, I admit guilty. And so, the Devi aims at Trishul and she's already angry, experiencing the pain. She aims the Trishul. The lion is attacking the bull, and the Devi, she now aims at Trishul and aiming it straight in the chest of the demon. She pierces through. And as she pierces through, what will happen? It is as though Agni, the fire god, is releasing himself out of the body. The gush comes like flames of the fire. And so as the gush comes out of his body, the Devatas seeing this, what they will do? Heart adjored with their hands together, the Devatas begin to praise her. What they sing to her? Jaya Bhagavati Devi Namo Bharade. Jaya Bhagavati Devi Namo Bharade. Jaya Papa Vinashana Bahu Bharade. Jaya Papa Vinashana Bahu Bharade. Jaya Bhagavati Devi Namo Bharade. Jaya Bhagavati Devi Namo Bharade. Manifesting out of the body of Lord Shiva, her name is Bhagavati. But now that she has destroyed the demon, her name changes. You know, Cindy, before you got married, your name was just Cindy. Then after you got married, your name became Mrs., isn't it? Your name became Mrs. after the wedding, huh? And then after that, your name became Mommy. Huh? And then after that, your name became Granny. Isn't it? And then after that, your name will be Great Granny. And then after that, your name will be the Late Granny. Huh? Have you given thought to that? Your name will be the Late Granny. Take plenty pictures and then, you know. You don't have pictures of your great-grandmother. You know why? They were not privileged like us. They didn't have the luxuries that we had. Take plenty pictures. Take photographs. Take videos. Dress up and look nice. I am saying that to you. I am saying that to you. Leave behind something that you'll be remembered by. In every home, there was an album. You all remember? You all have albums? Huh? The album from when you was small and you used to wear the khaki pants. You remember this? And you used to wear the socks straight up to your knee. covering your kneecap. You remember that? Nadira, you remember when you had the two ribbon in your hair? And your hair tied up so? Huh? Rukmin, you remember when you used to wear the crepe sole? Huh? Can you remember? Kus, you remember? The can dress? You remember that? Now can is style. It's worn under the dress to make the dress look fluff. Huh? That's what you wear for survival. Sassy, you remember the flower bag? Huh? Remember flower bag? Papa. Hey, Papa. You remember the store called Bata? Huh? And Kipalanis? You remember? You ought to be old like me. Now it's Payless, you know, Papa. Payless, but you still pay more, you know, but they just name it Payless. To attract you now, to catch you. It's not Payless, boy. It's Louis Vuitton. Huh? Boss. Adidas. Nike. Huh? You're walking in style. Nike Air. Huh? Long time you have to take a needle and thread and sew up your crepe sole. Huh? You have to hang your socks behind the fridge to dry. You all ever do that? I do that plenty. Huh? The rain fall and you're floating in the water coming home, you know. But you have to put the shoes behind the fridge and it better dry tomorrow, you know. Otherwise you're going with a rubber slippers. You all know the rubber slippers? Huh? Now it is not a rubber slipper, it is a flip-flop. Huh? It's not rubber slippers again, it's flip-flop now. Huh? The price gone up by plenty because it's flip-flop. When it was rubber slippers, it was $4 for one, $3 for one, and $2 for one. You all can remember that? Papa say now it's 75 and 95. Papa, you have a flip-flop too? Oh, Papa say he pay. Oh, he says 75 cents. You hearing? Oh, I thought it's dollars. Cent. Don't worry, Papa. We can't buy shoes and clothes and thing again. We had to only pay for gas now. So, get flip-flop out your mind. We might have to walk barefoot too. Her name is changed. And what they changed her name to? Mahishasur Mardani. She is now called Mahishasur Mardani. She has destroyed the demon called Mahishasur. And so Lord Brahma turning the katha. Narad is about to ask something to aggravate Lord Brahma. You know what he asked? So then, how long you remained angry for? And did you ever go? And Lord Brahma says, well, I'm sitting here waiting for them to call me. And Narad says, oh Pita, what if they never call? What will happen? And Lord Brahma says, well, I will never go. And then listen to what Narad is asking. He says, so if they never call and you never go, then who is missing out? Them or you? Some people fail to realize that life doesn't become stagnant without them. Some people fail to realize that when they get onto the bus, they don't go there as the driver, they go there as the passenger. The bus already has a destination. One of my good friends posted, don't sit down and cry when the bus leave you, a better bus coming behind. You ever hear? Don't throw away what you have thinking you'll get better. Because you choose and choose and choose until you choose, you know what? Don't answer. Let me get in trouble alone because I have a connection problem. The bus passes you, but the bus has a route that it passes on. And if it passes you, really don't sit down and cry, but shine yourself out for when the bus passes again. So you've been walking, you'll jump in when the bus is passing. And don't sit down and cry. You're right, don't sit down and cry. And don't think that nobody on the bus will sit down and cry too, because the bus has a course. And there are some people, if they can't be the driver of the bus, you know what happened? They try to puncture the tire. So the bus wouldn't go no way. But you know what? We have spare tires. They try to mix water in the gas. But you know what? We parking it up and dragging it with a donkey now. We can't afford gas. The bus is still going. And whether what the situation is, the bus is going. Forward ever, backward. Satya Sanatan Dharma ki jai. Let us join in the Havan. जय भगवती देवी नमो भरदे जय भगवती देवी नमो भरदे जय पाप विनाशन बहु परदे जय पाप विनाशन बहु परदे जय भगवती देवी नमो भरदे जय भगवती देवी नमो भरदे पूर्वस्वाध्यानेश्वर भुवनग्न्यावाह्यामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि सुरग्निदेवतासनं हागच्छेहात्रिष्टाय सङ्कल्पं ममस्तु आचमन् सर्वपापनं देवं गाङ्ग्यं निर्मलं जनम् आचमनं मया दत्त गृहाण परमेश्वर आचमनं समर्पयामि. We take the pieces of wood. ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा इदं गात्रे इदं न मम. ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा इदं गात्रे इदं न मम. ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा इदं गात्रे इदं न मम. ओम गं गणपतये नमः स्वाहा. ओम प्रजापतये नमः स्वाहा. ओम इंद्राय नमः स्वाहा. ओम इष्टदेवता नमः स्वाहा. ओम ग्रामदेवता नमः स्वाहा. ओम स्थानदेवता नमः स्वाहा. ओम दशदिक्पालदेवता नमः स्वाहा. ओम सर्वेश्वराय नमः स्वाहा. ओम उमामेश्वराय नमः स्वाहा. ओम ब्रह्मा मुरारी सुपुरंतकारी भानु शशि भूमि सतोग्रस्य गुरु शुक्र शनिराव कीट सर्वे ग्रह शांतिकारा बंतो. ओम कत्यायनाय विद्महे कनकुमारी च धीमहि तन्नो भगवते प्रचोदयात्. 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 ओम कत्यायनाय विद्महे कनकुमारी च धीमहि तन्नो भगवते प्रचोदयात्. ओम नमः शिवाय. ओम त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगंधिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमेव बन्धना मृत्योर्मोक्षमामृतात्. Everybody, ओम सर्वदेवी सर्वदेवता नमः. ओम सर्वदेवी सर्वदेवता नमः. ओम सर्वदेवी सर्वदेवता नमः. ओम सर्वेभ्यो देवेभ्यो ब्राह्मणेभ्यो नमः. ओम हरिमर्कट मर्कटा नमः स्वाहा. जय भगवती देवी नमो भरदे जय भगवती देवी नमो भरदे जय पाप विनाशन बहु परदे जय पाप विनाशन बहु परदे जय भगवती देवी नमो भरदे. आचमन सर्वतीर्थ समायुक्तं सुगंधिं निर्मलं जलम् आचमनं मया दत्त गृहाण परमेश्वर. पापोऽहं पापकर्मां पापात्मं पुण्डरीकाक्ष श्राहि मां पुण्डरीकाक्ष सर्वपापहरो हरे. We all fan the smoke in all directions using the flower. ओम वनस्पतिर्सुरभूतो गन्धार्यो गणधूतमा आग्रे सर्वदेवानां धूपोऽयं दते ग्रेतां धूपोऽयम् आग्रापयामि. We all bow. ओम मनलाय नमः. ओम मनलाय नमः. ओम मनलाय नमः. जय भगवती देवी नमो भरदे. बहु पर रे।
जय पाप विनाशन बहु पर रे।
जय पाप विनाशन बहु पर रे।
जय पाप विनाशन बहु पर रे।
जय भगवती देवी नमो भर रे।
जय भगवती देवी नमो भर रे।
जगदम्बा देवी माता की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय। This has brought us to the end of our devotions this evening. We want to remind you to join with us tomorrow and all the other evenings, as now the Devi has taken her manifestation. We're bound to listen to the kathas of the divine goddess. Where will she go now that she has destroyed Mahishasura? Where her dham will be, her home? Who has given this home to her? Then, what does she do with these weapons? Does the Devi ever rest? Is she always holding these weapons in her hand? Is she always seated on the lion? Then what other vahan the Devi has? All of these are questions that are asked, and all of these things are things that we would listen to over the next many evenings. As we eulogize, as we sing the praises of the Divine Goddess, this evening we want to say thank you to all of you for affording us the opportunity to keep your company. And so, as we eulogize Devi Mata with love and devotion, let us all stand at this time as we join in the Aarti. सिद्धि बुद्धि प्रदे देवी भुक्ति मुक्ति प्रदायिनी मंत्र मूर्ति सदा देवी महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते। बोलो बोलो सुनो मेरे देवी पर्वत वासिनी तेरा पार न पाया, तेरा पार न पाया।
सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वत वासिनी तेरा पार न पाया, तेरा पार न पाया।
बोलो सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वत वासिनी तेरा पार न पाया, तेरा पार न पाया।
सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वत वासिनी तेरा पार न पाया, तेरा पार न पाया।
पान सुपारी ध्वजा नारियल,
पान सुपारी ध्वजा नारियल।
पान सुपारी ध्वजा नारियल।
पान सुपारी ध्वजा नारियल।
ले तेरे बीच चराया, ले तेरे बीच चराया। बोलो
सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वत वासिनी तेरा पार न पाया, तेरा पार न पाया।
सुआ चोर तेरी अंग विराजे,
सुआ चोर तेरे अंग विराजे।
सुआ चोर तेरी अंग विराजे।
सुआ चोर तेरे अंग विराजे।
केसर तिलक लगाया, केसर तिलक लगाया। बोलो
सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वत वासिनी तेरा पार न पाया, तेरा पार न पाया।
ब्रह्मा वेद परी तेरे द्वारे,
ब्रह्मा वेद पढ़े तेरे द्वारे।
ब्रह्मा वेद परी तेरे द्वारे।
ब्रह्मा वेद पढ़े तेरे द्वारे।
शंकर ध्यान लगाया, शंकर ध्यान लगाया। बोलो
सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वत वासिनी तेरा पार न पाया, तेरा पार न पाया।
सत्युग त्रेता द्वापर मवे,
सत्युग त्रेता द्वापर मावे।
सतयुग त्रेता द्वापर मवे।
सतयुग त्रेता द्वापर मावे।
कलयुग राज सवाया, कलयुग राज सवाया।
सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वत वासिनी तेरा पार न पाया, तेरा पार न पाया।
धूप दीप नैवेद्य आरती,
धूप दीप नैवेद्य आरती।
धूप दीप नैवेद्य आरती।
धूप दीप नैवेद्य आरती।
मोहन भोग लगाया, मोहन भोग लगाया। बोलो
तेरा पार पाया, तेरा पार पाया।
जगदम्बा देवी, जगदम्बा देवी, जय 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 जगदम्बा देवी।
जगदम्बा देवी, जगदम्बा देवी, जय 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 जगदम्बा देवी।
जगदम्बा देवी, जगदम्बा देवी, जय 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 जगदम्बा देवी।
जगदम्बा देवी, जगदम्बा देवी, जय 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 जगदम्बा देवी।
जगदम्बा देवी, जगदम्बा देवी, जय 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 जगदम्बा देवी। जगदम्बा देवी, जगदम्बा देवी, जय 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 जगदम्बा देवी।
जगदम्बा देवी, जगदम्बा देवी, जय 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 जगदम्बा देवी।
ओ 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 जय 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 जगदम्बा देवी। जगदोदारिणी माता दुर्गा, जगदोदारिणी माँ, जगदोदारिणी माता दुर्गा, जगदोदारिणी माँ। जागो जागो माँ, जागो जागो माँ, जागो जागो माँ जननी। जागो जागो माँ, जागो जागो माँ, जागो जागो माँ जननी। जगदोदारिणी माता दुर्गा, जगदोदारिणी माँ। जगदोदारिणी माता दुर्गा, जगदोदा। Wake up, Ma. Wake up. Listen to our prayer. Listen to our petitions, O Mother Goddess. Shine through us to the world around us. We offer all our problems at your feet. O Ma, who else can we turn to? The world eulogizes you, and we too bow in humble adorations unto thee. O Ma Durga, Jago, wake up, listen to our prayer, listen to our petitions, O Ma, we beg of you. Jagdodarini Mata Durga, Jagdodarini Ma, Jagdodarini Mata Durga, Jagdodarini Ma, Jagdodarini Mata Durga, Jagdodarini Ma, Jagdodarini Mata Durga, Jagdodarini Ma. Jago jago ma, jago jago ma, jago jago ma जननी। असतो मा सद्गमय, तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय, मृत्योर्मामृतंगमय। मंत्रहीनं क्रियाहीनं भक्तिहीनं सुरेश्वरी, यत्पूजितं या देवी परिपूर्णं तदस्तमे। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव, त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा, त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव, त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव। एक बार क्षमा करो देवी, मेरे माता श्री देवी माता।
एक बार क्षमा करो देवी, मेरी माता श्री देवी माता।
एक बार क्षमा करो देवी, मेरी माता श्री देवी माता।
एक बार क्षमा करो देवी, मेरी माता श्री
देवी माता, प्रेम मूर्ति देवी माता, प्रेम मूर्ति देवी माता, एक बार क्षमा करो देवी मेरे माता, श्री देवी माता, एक बार क्षमा करो देवी मेरी माता, श्री देवी माता। उमापति महादेव की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, अयोध्या राम लला की जय, वृंदावन कृष्ण चंद्र की जय, पूरे सा जगन्नाथ की जय, बोलो गए सब संतने की जय, सियापति राम जगदम्बा माता की, सत्य सनातन धर्म की। सीताराम 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 कहिए, चाहे बेहिया के रामा, चाहे बेहिया के रामा, चाहे बेहिया हे। सीताराम 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 सीताराम, जगदम्बा माता की जय। I want to take this opportunity on behalf of our President and Executive and myself to wish Ishwar a happy birthday. Ishwar, we acknowledge you as a hardworking member of the Ganesh Utsav Foundation, and so we want to wish you a happy, happy birthday. Blessings, light and love. May the divine goddess shine through you to the world around you, now and always. We pray. Jai Bolo Jagadamba Bhavani. Jai Bolo Jagadamba Bhavani. Jai Bolo Jagadamba Bhavani. Amma Bhavani Jagadamba Bhavani. Amma Bhavani Jagadamba Bhavani. Jai Bolo Jagadamba Bhavani. Jai Bolo Jagadamba Bhavani. Jai Bolo Jagadamba Bhavani. Jai Bolo Jagadamba Bhavani. साकिया मैया मंगना भई, साकिया मैया मंगना भई, साकिया मैया मंगना भई, साकिया मैया मंगना भई, साकिया मुझसे काली भवानी, साकिया मुझसे काली भवानी, बोलो जय बोलो जगदम्बा भवानी, जय बोलो जगदम्बा भवानी, जय बोलो जगदम्बा भवानी, जय बोलो जगदम्बा भवानी। पूरी अर के मैया मंगला भई है, पूरी अर के मैया मंगला भई है, पूरी अर के मुझसे काली भवानी, पूरी अर के मुझसे काली भवानी, बोलो जय बोलो जगदम्बा भवानी, जय बोलो जगदम्बा भवानी, जय बोलो जगदम्बा भवानी, जय बोलो जगदम्बा भवानी। अम्बा भवानी जगदम्बा भवानी, 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 अम्बा भवानी जगदम्बा भवानी। जय बोलो जगदम्बा भवानी, जय बोलो जगदम्बा भवानी, जय बोलो जगदम्बा भवानी, जय बोलो जगदम्बा भवानी। बम भोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे, बम भोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे, मोर तोर मन कामना पूरा करे, तोर मन कामना पूरा करे, बम बोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे। बम बोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे, बम बोले हरे मोर मन का। बोलो बोलो अयोध्या नाथ सियापति रामचंद्र की, सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। Until we meet tomorrow evening again, may the peace and the blessings of Bhagavati Mata be upon us all. Jai Jai, Seetahal.
Sankhya Television is not only the first Hindu TV station in Trinidad and Tobago, but Sankhya TV also has the most coverage. You can find Sankhya TV on Facebook by searching for Sankhya Television. There you can view Sankhya TV Facebook Lives for all exclusive programming and all Sankhya TV playlists where you will
It's Diwali